Alright guys, hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to another episode of the Sea of Stars All Achievements playthrough. This is episode 32 now, and I mean, I'm in the air now, but I'm just above the flooded graveyard area. So I think what we need to do for this Duke guy is come in here. I think this is the passage, right? I think. Yeah, Romaya's secret passage. And I think we need to go defeat Romaya, I believe. But I could be wrong, but we'll see. It's in here somewhere. Do I need the glyphs? Well, that's not good. Alright, well I guess I need to go back to him because I need to get these glyphs apparently. That's really annoying. But okay, sure. Hopefully, won't take me long. At the very least, I know where he is now. So yeah, we'll go with it, I guess. It's quite annoying though. Right, so I think we need to come up here. Across here. Across here. No, that's not the right way. What am I doing? Come on! There we go. Right. I guess we'll take the food for now. Right. Okay. Come on, Rishan, just kill these guys. I think it's in here. I didn't actually come in here, so I'm going to assume it's in here, but I'm not 100% sure. I missed the air timing on that, which is annoying as well, but here's what it is, I suppose. Right. Okay. There we go. Nice. Okay, again, I'm assuming it's in here. I'm hoping it's in here. Anyway. Yeah, here we go. The symbols are here. Right, I'm going to take a picture of these just so I've got them when we go back, instead of trying to remember them. Bear me 1 second. So... okay. Now, let's exit this area again and go back to the passage. I believe that's what we need to do. Right, let's go into this passageway. So, I don't know if they need to be in like any particular order, but we'll go left to right, I suppose. So, let's... I think it was actually that one, to be honest. Right, I think it's that one there. The middle one was that one, and the right hand one was the lightning bolt, with two things next to it, like that. And now we need the colours, right? It was red, green, purple. Like that. I believe. Oh no, this is wrong. There we go. There we go. Okay. Good. Cool. If it was just the symbols, I probably could have guessed it, but with the colours as well, I would have never got it right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Probably should have saved or something beforehand, but we'll go with it. Oh, there we go. That works, I suppose. Oh, almost killed everybody in one. Romaya's journal. Do we need to like read this or something? Let's go speak to this guy now. Oh, okay, we'll give it to him. Okay. A journal? It seems like it belongs to the mistress, but these entries have my handwriting. Ah, yes. I'd forgotten all about the estate. Basking in the summer sun and the flowers, they were beautiful. I wish that I could go there again. I wish... Got the yellow flame. The ferryman will know what to do with that. Okay. So we're going back to the ferryman now, are we? Okay. So, the yellow flame now. Okay. The half-sunken tower. Let us save now, actually. We have made a bit of progress. So, let's go with it. Let's go. Are these strong, or are they the same weak? Okay, yeah, these are actually quite strong, so... We'll play this properly. Now. 121. Oh, nearly killed him, I think. Guy on the left nearly killed him, I believe, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I can never block the second one as well. Can never seem to get that. Okay, so... I think what we do here is this. Do that. Swap into Sarai. Grab the boost and attack into him and that. I'll kill him and also stop the thingy as well. The ability. And they're both dead. 3,200 XP. Pretty good XP actually as well. Pretty good XP too. Okay. That's where I should come from, so I don't want to go over there. Here we go. Oh, okay. Never mind. There we go. Okay. So. Right. We're going to grab the... Actually, I guess we can. We'll take it with Valia. Hit into this guy to stop his little ability that he does. We're going to go into Zale and do the same thing. That'll stop it. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, we blocked both that time. Blocked both that time. Swap out into Rishon. I'm going to take a +1 here. Throw it to the middle guy. Should splash into the other ones though. Oh, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, sure. We go with it. You attack him though. Perfect. Friendly fire. That's good. And we take the +1 boost with Valia to stop his ability again. Probably need to heal at this point. I think we will. Let's use Petrichor to get the heal off. Okay. I'm going to use Dash Strike. Should hopefully kill them too. Not quite, no. Okay, never mind. We tried. Still can't time that right. Still can't time it right. There we go. Okay. 4 maple syrup. Cool. How do we get round there? Oh, there's water here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Grab the rainbow conch. Oh. So that leads to the rainbow conch, and that's it. Okay. Right. How do we get to the next area? Is the question at hand. Is it a different platform? Ah, there's one in here. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's have a little rest. We can pop another save. And I'm assuming there's going to be a fight. Maybe with Romaya. We're in a secret passage, so I'm going to assume that might be the case. Pop a save. Nice. And let's keep pushing. How do we get, like, anywhere? Because I can't reach that, right? Yeah, we can't climb up there either, which is a bit annoying. Okay. So, is it this? Here we need to go up? Maybe? Ah, right, there we go. It makes sense, right. There we go. I think we're good now. I think we're good to go. Oh, up here, across here. There we go. Perfect. And now we need to go back. Oh, we just jumped down. What am I doing? What am I doing? You just jump down now. There we go. We try again now. We try again. Here we go. Okay. Another battle going on. I think we go for the wizards first. I'm gonna use boomerang. Let's try and end this quickly. He escaped. Sure. Okay, so you just weak to physical attacks, not magic. That's just... I have to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. This guy's gonna die. That's alright. Swap out to Sarai. It still doesn't quite kill, which is annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. Okay. We are a bit low on the old HP now, which is a bit annoying, but I'm sure we can find a heal at some point. Okay, so we're gonna... Let's hop out into Rishan. I'm gonna hit into this guy, and obviously it should splash to the other two. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Yep, you escape, that's fine. You do that. Take a +2 boost and it should kill this guy. Yep, nice. Alright, I'm going to use Petrichor with Rishan just to get some heals off because we are very low on HP. There we go. That works out. That works out. Didn't take any sort of unnecessary damage or anything, so that's fine. There we go. Okay, got this chest. 2 obsidian ore. So that's a bit of cash. A little bit of cash. Here we go. And there's Romaya. Okay. There's no save or anything before this fight, so we'll have to just wing it for now. What? You again? How did you find this place? You're keeping Duke Aventry in this world against his will. We're ending this. Oh, no you don't. Don't what? You don't steal my journal and barge in here making demands. The magic object keeping him tethered, where is it? The locket is mine and mine alone. So it's a locket. The nerve. The the coarseness. Not again. Have you met her before? She doesn't seem to like you very much. Enough. There will be no mercy for you this time. You will pay with your life. Prepare yourselves. Unfortunately, we don't have a boost on the floor. So, luckily though, we can do this. Yes, sir. Okay. So, I'm going to hit into these, obviously, these flesh piles on the floor, because they are, the flesh and bone piles. Because they are the things that resurrect and stuff, so we'll cross that bridge as we come to it. Again, we don't have a boost on the floor, which is very annoying. So I think we're going to have to use Disorient again. Let's do that. I'm going to leave the boost there. I'm using Boomerang. Try and get some damage on these piles that are on the floor. Good. I'm going to use Sunball as well. Again, hopefully get the splash damage onto the pile of flesh and bones on the floor. There we go, perfect. Need to go into Villia, grab that. Oh, okay. So, we actually avoid the things there too. It's quite annoying, actually. Okay. I'm gonna use Venom Flurry, I think. I missed the, oh, it was awful. Well, that's actually one of the few times I've missed the A early with, Villia. Sarai, sorry. So, a bit annoying, but it is what it is. We go with Sunball again. Good. So we just got rid of the bone pile she was stood on. Did some good damage to the flesh pile too. Okay. So, maybe we'll go Boomerang again. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Okay, damage. Not fantastic, but it is what it is. Right. I'm going to come into Rishon here, and I'm going to use Conflagrate. Let's just do it. Let's try and end this as soon as possible. Decent damage, but could have been more, realistically. Zale, ultimate. Here we go. We should at least get rid of the flesh pile, I think, here. Maybe. Also get rid of that skeleton too, I think. Yep, we got rid of both summons. Now we just need to keep hitting into these piles that are on the floor. I'm going to keep going with the flesh one. I feel like the flesh one's the weakest at the moment. So, there we go, it's dead. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'll leave the plus... I'll leave the boost on the floor for now. And just do that. You do that all you want, mate, that's fine. Can we go into Sarai here? Oh, yeah, she's not enough MP. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. We'll go with Boomerang again. Why not? Go with the good old Boomerang again. I missed the first day. Are you kidding? Just slightly early. Just slightly early. That's so annoying. So annoying. Bone Cage. Okay. Okay. I think Dash Strike's actually better off here, to be honest. And I'm gonna take a +2 and do Boomerang. Hey, the bomb power's gone, that's good. Fellfire Rain. Okay. Blocked it, did very little damage to be fair. Conflagrate, and you should be pretty close to dying, I think. .376. She died, but it's not the end of the world. Right, we're going to Rishan. I'm just going to use Petrichor just to get a nice little heal. And we're just going to use Valia's ultimate, and it should probably end the battle, I think. I think it should be GG's. Wait, what? Did it do nothing? Did it do no damage? What just happened? What the hell just happened? I'm so confused right now. How did it do no damage? Unless it did damage, I just missed the number. But I didn't see a number. So I'm very confused right now. What the hell? Alright, well, I'm going to take a +2 and use Dash Strike. I don't think it will destroy the Bone Cage, but you can give it a go. I don't think it was far away, actually, which is interesting. Take a +1, go in Boomerang. Okay. Right. I'm using X Strike. Go with this. Well, we was pretty close to stopping it. Not quite there, but pretty close. One attack away. Missed it, but it's not the end of the world. Take a +2. Oh, I actually don't have it. Okay. We can use that. Go with Slisty Strike. 207. Still alive? Come on, I thought you were dead by now, to be honest. It's alright, Dad. Literally thought you were going to be dead by now. Literally thought you were going to be dead by now. Okay, here we go again. Right. Okay, we need to take 3 hits on this. We should be good. There we go. Oh, dead. Nice. Perfect. 15.2 KXP. Wait. I yield. Well fought, my lady. Don't you start. It's okay, Romaya. Just give us a locket and we'll be on our way. Insolent fools with their powers they didn't earn barging in here foiling my plans. Here's your locket, now leave. Got the aventry locket. Perfect. And tell Duke Aventry that he's fired, understood? He's not quitting, he's fired. My lady, why are you so angry all the time? You know, in my village... Psst, forget it. Excuse me? Who do you think you are? Shh, let's just go, okay? Yeah, time to leave. Okay. Sound, perfect. I'm going to do a quick rest and also save. And then we'll go back to Duke Aventry and complete his little side quest line. Okay. Here. No, don't jump off there. What are you doing? Climb the ladders. Thank you. Right. Jump across here. Good. Jump across here. Good. There we go. Right. So, climb up here now. Across this one. Climb the wall. No, climb the wall. Thank you. Where is he? Where is he? Where's he gone now? I don't know where he's gone. I've just sort of like had to check where he is because I don't want to spend 20 minutes looking for him. Apparently, he is, I think we need to go up here, I think, to get out of here. West of the dock. I don't really know why they keep moving him about. I think that's very stupid, to be honest. But, okay, we'll go with it. So now we need to come back down here, go back to the dock, and go west from the dock. See if we can find him. May as well grab the food on the way. Right, so it's like west somewhere. Just try and keep an eye out for him. No, stop fighting me. Oh, I didn't want to fight you. Come on. Thank you. Suppose we'll take the food now that we're already here. Ah, right, it's here. Okay. This locket. A wilder. For you to be the one who saves me in the end. How poetic. Thank you for your help, brave souls. Please accept this key to my coffin. Its contents belong to an old rival of mine. I believe it will be of value to you. Got Duke Aventry's key. Farewell. Oh, that's an achievement. Free Duke Aventry's soul. Okay. Hey, and that lights up another pillar. Okay, that's how it works then. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So there's also I seem to remember there was like a chest or something, or like a coffin that we needed something from. We couldn't find out what it was. So this key must be what we need to open that. This thing here, yeah. There we go. Got the Eclipse armor. Okay. Aventry crest. Don't really know what the Aventry crest does, but we can use the Eclipse armor on Valia. +7 and +8. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, next, the other pillars showed a Dakari girl of some kind. But also it showed, I think, was it Sarai and Bust? So, I think we need to speak to them. Now, do we need to make like a camp and speak to them or something? Use the green flame. Yeah, so let's just exit this and make a camp. And then we can try and speak to them and see what they have to say about anything, really. So, make a camp. So, let's start with Sarai. We're almost at the end. Is something troubling you? There's another potential threat to my people. One I'm not sure I can handle on my own. What is it? The queen that was. We've been mapping the Cerulean Expanse for a long time, but it feels like we'll never find her. She gets the jump on Repine. A gruesome thought indeed. Is there any lead we could follow? It's a long shot, but a probe brought this back from one of the search parties. Got Josie's belt buckle. I was hoping we could give it to Teeks and see what we can learn. If we have the time, of course. It's worth a shot, at least. Okay. Must be just saying. Zale, a word if I may? Of course, what's up? Ever since the great alchemist granted me this form, I have been eager to prove myself a true warrior. For what it's worth, you've definitely been pulling your weight and then some. I appreciate the thought, brave monk, but I desire something more official. Like what? During my time on your homeworld, I heard a rumour about a place where fighters engage in friendly competition. Dwellers Fall Arena in Brisk. According to Yolande, the townspeople built it to reclaim the big crater left by the Dweller of Strife. Sounds like it could be fun. Zale, I know we are pressed for time, but if there was any chance we could visit the arena in Brisk, I would be very grateful. Okay, so we need to go to Brisk and also give Teeks this buckle thing. New story unlocked. Kukar the Unyielding. Eshistre. Paradise Lost. The Cerulean Expedition. Yes. Oh, is that them all? Okay. Well, I'll quickly go through these stories. I think that's an achievement as well, to be fair. Countless millennia ago, two powerful alchemists named Rishan and Aethril set out to create the elixir of life and succeeded. As all things in alchemy come at a price, the gift of immortality caused their bodies to decay, leading them to conceal their hideousness under colourful robes. Revelling at first in the bright side of their immortal coil, they spent centuries nurturing the world and creating wonders to inspire its mortals. Over time, however, Aethril grew increasingly jealous of the ephemerality he would never taste again. Thus began his wicked journey into the forbidden schools of alchemy, a journey which would see every last bit of good in his heart disappear, as he experimented with soul, bone, flesh and blood alike. As fate would have it, Aethril fully embraced evil and emerged as a fleshmancer, a vengeful immortal plaguing the world with his monstrous creations. Rishan tried intervening as best he could, but all that ensued was unspeakable chaos and collateral damage, as the two former friends fought with godlike powers. After much struggle, Rishan discovered the flesh minions' only weaknesses to be solar and lunar magic, a power bestowed upon those born during a solstice. He began training these children to become solstice warriors, singularly tasked with culling the numbers of the fleshmancer's creations, but Aethril's knowledge was also growing. Eventually, he became capable of creating oddities of unlimited potential known as dwellers. They would be impervious to all forms of magic except during a total eclipse, when Solstice warriors would have a very short window to attempt taking them down. And dwellers, it turned out, were creatures in development feeding on local life. Left to their own devices for too long, they would evolve into world eaters, spelling doom for all. Armed with knowledge and power, Solstice warriors would patrol the world, tracking dwellers to determine which should be taken down during the next eclipse. If they remained vigilant, there would never be a world eater, but Rishan knew such a stalemate would only cause Aethril to devise something even worse. In a desperate attempt to get ahead, Rishan boldly performed transmutation alchemy on the very space-time continuum itself. After successfully splitting reality into countless timelines and parallel worlds, he shelved his alchemy vial and took up the mantle of archivist. On an endless journey across all realities, he would catalogue every possible outcome in search of a resolution to the throes of the Fleshmancer. Meanwhile, Aethril rejoiced at the infinite number of opportunities for destruction that had just opened up to him. To find some measure of peace amidst their immortal conflict, the two alchemists made a pact to let the fate of each timeline play out on its own, and so the game of cat and mouse began, played by dwellers and Solstice warriors on one level, and by Rishan and Aethril on another. Across a myriad of timelines and over innumerable centuries, some worlds would never be visited by Aethril, while others would be cursed by his mark. Once marked, it was only a matter of time until a world met its finality, often following centuries of struggle. Each would either be destroyed by a world eater, or permanently saved by the ascension of a pair of Solstice warriors into guardian gods. As to when Rishan plans on recomposing the timelines, or whether he knows how, remains to be seen. The end. Nice story. Sure. Still got 4 to go. It's quite a lot. Quite a lot of reading. We go with it, I suppose. Iwilda was a fair leader who cared not for titles. Stories say that she spent equal time at Aventry Manor as she did in town with her people. Under her reign, Lucent knew prosperity and upheld its title as Bastion of Light like never before. By her side was Duke Aventry, a proud noble and fierce defender of his land and people. Ever stalwart, it is said that the flame of his dedication to Lucent burned only cooler than that of his fiery love for Iwilda. Despite the looming threat of the Clockwork Castle, they managed to keep their people safe, happy and hopeful. One night, during a long journey abroad like so many others, Duke Aventry was awoken by an emissary even, carrying urgent orders. Iwilda demanded that he return to Lucent at once, offering no explanation beyond hinting at some dire threat. When the Duke arrived, he was greeted by a raging firestorm. A sizable portion of the land was burning, but there were no enemy forces in sight. A Sun Solstice warrior had turned evil, Hiding somewhere on the island, he would come out once a day to deplete his powers, slowly burning away at the landscape. Thanks to the trail of conflagration, he was easily tracked. Their fight persisted for days on end, but for all his might, Duke Aventry was unable to defeat the evil Solstice warrior. Seeing the collateral damage caused by their battle, he accepted they were at a stalemate and retreated, in order to avoid further destruction of his already bleeding land. Struck by despair in the face of inability to protect his people, Duke Aventry let his guard down, and in walked the enemy. Fleshmancer Acolyte too approached in disguise, and offered him a magic shard. This ancient shard was made by the Ovates themselves, she lied, fully aware of Duke Aventry's weakened state of mind. It will shroud your island in complete darkness for one day, blocking all light from the sun and moon. My enemy's powers would, he mused, but, playing to Duke Aventry's sense of honour, two gave him the final nudge. The Solstice warrior hasn't been playing by the rules either. Surely you wish to protect your people, she asked. Duke Aventry accepted the shard and thanked her for her help. Simply smash the shard with conviction, and its magic will awaken, Two explained on her way out. He wasted no time in smashing the shard, and by voluntarily activating the curse on his island, played right into the Acolyte's hands. Everything went fine at first. The night shroud covered the land, and Duke Aventry made short work of the weakened Solstice warrior. As celebrations began, they put out a call for wind mages to gather waves strong enough to flood the eastern part of the island. The flames were extinguished at last, but in doing so, those areas were transformed into the famous swamps we know today. It was a change welcomed by all, for it came hand in hand with their victory. It took a few weeks until it became clear to all that the Night Shroud would never recede. Despite overwhelming support from his people, Duke Aventry could not forgive himself for his mistake. Finally realising who had really given him the magic shard, he departed for the Clockwork Castle. On that day, Duke Aventry played into the Acolyte's hands for the second time. While he was away, Fleshmancer Acolyte 3 infiltrated Aventry Manor and killed a wielder. Thus was the ritual completed, and a seed of evil was planted in the mansion, which a few centuries later would grow into the Dweller of Woe. Completely defeated over the following days, Duke Aventry died of sadness and despair. As if fate hadn't been cruel enough, over 200 years later, Romaya found his urn and raised him from the dead to be her bodyguard. For decades, the Duke roamed the swamps he once ruled over, his memory completely gone, feeling nothing save for an unexplainable sadness. In bouts of clarity, he would feel a brief but very deep yearning for something he just couldn't put his finger on. Such was the Duke's lot for half a century, until one day, young Solstice warriors reclaimed Iwilda's locket and brought it to him. His memory now restored, Duke Aventry smashed the locket, and in doing so, broke the tether binding his soul to the material plane. At long last he found peace, and was free to leave this world. The end. 3 stories to go. Of the many events from the time of the Ovates, many consider the foundation of the kingdom in the clouds to be the most significant. It was back in the early days when the world was still being shaped. Once they had completed the islands, they started working on the travel golems. The Ovates first built Yeet and Extol, and rejoiced at the ease with which they could activate them using power words. But for Mesa Island, something more was needed. A sentient golem, one that would not simply obey commands but carry purpose. The reason was that this specific island was at sea level, but as the Ovates had seen in their dreams, it needed to be propped up way higher. Indeed, in the future there would be a great flood, and for this world to survive, Mesa Island would have to remain above water. Although that future was a very distant one, the Ovates remained as selfless as ever in their dedication to harmony and balance. Thus they built Kokar, but alas, found themselves unable to give it sentience. Ever embracing the flow of things, the Ovates held firm to the belief that their part in saving Mesa Island had been played. They moved on to completing the vision they had seen in a shared dream, and from the essence of the very clouds conjured the Sky Giants. There would come a time when the Ovates would go extinct, and it would fall to the Sky Giants to keep watch. They would be tasked with establishing a council in the clouds to oversee 3 very important things. first of which was to keep their watch over the elements. While the flood was unavoidable, maintaining balance would remain a challenge unless new ovates arose. Secondly, there would be the gatekeepers of the Sea of Stars, carefully vetting those who would seek to travel between worlds. Lastly, there was the matter of Kukar. It remained incomplete, and so they would need to be on the lookout for a wielder of magic potent enough to make the construct sentient. In the end, it was the Great Eagle who helped them in this. Nowadays, few are aware of Kukar's purpose, most believing it to be nothing more than an impressive feat of masonry. And even from a prophetic standpoint, there is no real way to know whether it will withstand the coming flood. But until then, Kukar's role would remain a passive one. Holding on with an ever-firm grip, it would stand tall, inspiring mortals as a testament to its stoicism and true dedication. Stoicism, I think it is. One need only lay eyes upon the construct once to understand where it got its title of Kukar the Unyielding. The end. 2 to go. When the Birdmen accepted Aethel's deal, he knew that granting their species access to mind magic would be easy for him. There was only the matter of giving them their own god to worship, and so as always, when a problem wouldn't also serve to advance his research, he delegated. The songsters were capable builders, not as tech-savvy as the humans who built Skybase, but he just needed a giant construct and no tricks. With proper incentives in place in the form of hostages, Aethel put Takor in charge. A team was formed and together they started building the Sacrosanct Spires, with its pretend god as the centerpiece, the giant Eschistrae. But Takor was no fool. He knew all too well that Aethel wouldn't stop until every single shred of life had been exploited or corrupted. On the third night, the songsters performed a ritual chant to summon a vision of the distant future to Takor's mind. Skybase, the regulator of climate, corrupted, the death of all fauna and flora. The megacity completely razed, his land reduced to an ocean of blue sand. The tech-savvy humans, their souls detached from their bodies and tethered to cyborgs by a wicked machine. Forced to live in despair, their minds food for a growing sea monster. A world without sun, without hope and the moon. Sunken into the abyssal depths. And his own people. What cruel fate. Heroes of the future. This world's only hope. Capable yet without any means to reach Skybase, with power offline. The vision faded and Takor focused his mind on dreaming a sanguine dream. The next morning he woke up with purpose. When the next time came, the heroes would have the spark needed to reclaim their world. The solution had to be simple. It would be invisible to Aethel and his elitist mind. And so they built Eschistrae on a vertical power rail conducted to the planet's grid. For the final touch, they raised an enormous slab of stone for the giant statue to hold firmly in its hands. The most primitive form of battery, which when dropped, would grind on the rail and return power to the grid. Their plan worked. Aethel wrote it off as a purely artistic choice. Centuries went by, and with the rise of the Fleshmancer, the world lay helpless as Takor's visions of suffering and destruction came to be. All the while, Eschistrae stood there, never getting so much as a second look from Aethel. For centuries and more, the failsafe was hidden in plain sight, ready to support the heroes of the future in their last-ditch effort to reclaim this world. While Takor wouldn't live to see the day of their arrival, he died knowing that his world and his people at least stood a chance. The end. Okay, and I'm hoping, the last one now, and we should get the achievement. Hopefully. This one is special. It's an adventurer's log. Might want to take some notes. Josie's log. Cerulean Expedition Day 1. I wasn't expecting to feel fear so early on. To think we might just happen upon her, the queen that was. Still, she needs to be found, lest she get the jump on Repine. Even the sunken moon knows we've suffered enough from her betrayal as it is. 3 teams we are. The other 2 are led by Broku and Elby. Plan goes like this. Each team has a series of 4 directions to explore. 4 directions, 4 days. After which we backtrack for another 4 and compare notes. Broku's team is trying northeast, south, northeast, southeast, south and northwest. I'm gonna make a note of these directions just in case we need them at some point. Elby's team is going southwest, south, southwest, and then east. As for my team, we're doing north, east, northeast, and then south. Josie's log. Cerulean Expedition Day 9. Well, I'll be damned. It was obvious once I took a second look at the notes. Broku said it felt right for the first 2 days, then something was amiss. Elbu recounted feeling lost the whole time, save for day 4 where everyone had more spring in their step. As for me, I was right, day 3 was truly special. That speedball ought to lead her throne, but it lost power like all the others, so there ain't no way forward. And seeing as I lost my entire team getting here, there ain't a way back either. That's it for me, I guess. And if you're reading this, you must have found my belongings. Well then, let it be known, Jose was here. The end. I need to read that again, because there were some directions in there. Right, so. Right. Broku said it felt right for the first 2 days. So it's northeast, southeast. Let me make a note of this one now. Northeast, southeast. And then it's Elby's day 4 and Thingy's day 3. East. Northeast and east. East and northeast. Okay. So I think that now is the directions we need to find the Queen. And then obviously we've got the arena to do as well for Bust. I'll probably leave the episode here because we're about an hour now. So I don't want to, make the episode too long. But the next episode we will be going to the Queen. And then also be doing the arena too. And hopefully get those last 2 pillars lit up. And then see where we go from there. So as always, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.